Lonnie from the Bonfire Project, and today we're going to do a quick intro to the module builder. Sean Downey and IceHawk have done a fantastic job with this. Very easy to use to get started creating your own modules with very little work. So let's log in here and see just how it works. Alright, we are using the, I don't know if you can see it, there we go, the latest release. It's Bonfire 0.2 Release Candidate 1. So get into our admin board here, and the module builder is found under your developer tools. Just click on your module builder. It'll show you modules that you've already got here. Clicking on them will ask you if you want to delete them. Dangerous, but it will actually delete them and all of your database work too, so be very careful with that. So if you want to get started, hit create new module, and there's only one thing that you have to do to get started, and that is give it a name. So we'll just give it a nice little name here. Clicking the create module table will create actually the migrations for the database for you. We won't do that now, just to show how simple this can be. Click build module and it will use all of your options here. You can see create all of your views for all of the 4 prime contexts, your content context, your reports context, settings, and developer context. Created your language file for you, created all your controllers for the different contexts, your config file, and your migration for your permissions. So yes, it will actually create permissions for you. Let's take a look at how this actually works in here. Go into Bonfire, Modules. It created the to-do module right here for us. As you can see, we've got all of your folders set out. We've got a place for your assets to use the new assets features. Your controllers here are all built with standard features in them, ready to go. They will of course need some tweaking, but basic saving, editing, updating, and deleting is all here for you for all your different contexts. Your config file by default contains your author name, your username, and generic information. You'll probably want to change all that. It creates an English language file for you with quite a few different strings in there for your use. It's got your migrations for your permissions. Creates viewing, creating, editing, deleting permissions for all of your context. Now you don't need to keep all these in there, you can always delete those, but they are there for your use. We did not create a model file this time because we didn't tell it to. We'll go into that in just a second. And then it's got all of your views for creating, editing, 2 different index files, whether you need the master detail or just a standard for all your context there. Pretty powerful. And all you had to do is type one word and click one file. So let's try that again. One thing you should be aware, if you create one with the same name, it will overwrite everything that currently exists there. This time we're going to create a module, or create, well, before we do that, we have advanced options here where we can set our module description. We can set which context we want created and which controller actions for each of these contexts that we need created. It'll by default assign a single role full access to the module. That's in the permissions migration for you. So we'll go ahead and keep those as they are. And then creating your database table, by default your ID is a number, or is an int called ID. We can change it here if we want to. Let's say we'll just give it 2 fields for now. Click that, it'll bring up our fields for us. This is the label that will be used in all your forms. So we'll make this a name for your to-do, call this your task. And this is your database name for it. How do you want it to show out when you do an input? You want input, text area, select box, all those kind of things. Database type, variable character, that's fine for here. We'll call it 255 for our constraint. Now for validation rules, we're going to say this is required. It doesn't have to be unique for our purposes. Trim it just to make it nice. Sanitize it to always stay safe. We have a bunch of other options here that can be used. For our second one here, this will be whether it's completed or not. And we'll just make this a checkbox that is a tiny int 1. We'll just call it 0 or 1. this will be we won't call this one required. We will trim it and sanitize it though, just to be safe. And that's all it takes. Build our module again. There we go. It tells us that it's built everything for us, including this time our model. So now if we switch over here, we can see there's our to-do model all ready for us. It's got our name, table. This extends from your BF model, your bonfire model, which includes a lot of your standard CRUD functions for you. Very powerful to extend from if you're not using some kind of ORM. By default, it does not set soft deletes, but all of these can be easily set to what you need them for your project. So with very little work, you now have a very large amount of stuff already built for you, ready for you to get building your module. So now if we come in here and we go to our, whoops, wrong place, go back here, we can see that our to-do module is actually here. It's not working yet because you've got a few things to do to make it actually yours. But oh, here we go. If we go to database tools and migrations, you can see that under our modules here, the to-do has two different versions. First is your permissions, second is the actual table itself. We'll go ahead and install both of those. Ah, crap. Okay, well, we'll have to look into that. But you can probably find that fairly easily on your own, and before you watch this video, it'll probably have been fixed. But that's how it works. Great stuff. Constantly getting better and cleaner and simpler for you to get up and running. So there you have it. Start using the Module Builder. Hope you enjoy it. Leave us notes at the forums. Thank you.